buddy, it's Carrie. Just wanted to show you what I've been up to. Look at these. Aren't they cute? I just thought they were just absolutely adorable. I'm making them for my counters and my tables and anything else I can put my hands on. But they come in different sizes. I've been having so much fun with them. I've been making them large and then little small, different sizes. Little pink ones. I don't know why. When have you ever seen a pink pumpkin? I haven't, but I thought it was cute. Whatever. And then white ones. I've seen white ones. Those are cute too. And then I made some really itty bitty teeny tiny ones. I love them. I'm just having so much fun with them. And I just wanted to kind of show you guys how to make them. So first things first, I wanted to show you guys the difference between using one strand and two strands. These are all made with two strands. One strand is made with this one. You can see after you stuff them, look at that. No. Just no. Look at that. You can see the innards and nobody wants to see that. But these are made with double strand and it looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, a lot nicer, and I just like it a lot better. But if one strand is all you have, I just recommend try not to stuff it as much. But if one strand is all you have, these didn't make a lot of yarn, didn't take a lot of yarn at all. So just make them smaller and use the two strands, because this, it just doesn't look right in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You may have a different. To each his own. Anyway, just wanted to show you. So like I have different colors of oranges and they come in different sizes because I don't know about you, but pumpkins come in different sizes. So don't mind me. I'm going to move my camera for a second because I want you to see what I'm dealing with here. I have not one, but two sleeping puppies in my lap as I'm doing this. Very challenging. Anyway, to get started, I'm going to kind of try to put all of my stuff on them. Hopefully it works. Anyway, so to get started, first thing I wanted to show you was the difference of the different types of stitches we're going to be using. For the stems, because the stem right here is made separately, and it's made on a spool loom, which is this little doohickey right here, and it's quite interesting. And for the medium-sized ones, these ones right here, I'm using the smaller spool, and for the bigger ones, I'm using the bigger ones. You can also use the smaller ones. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. And I used an E-wrap method, or you can use a flat stitch. And here's the difference. The top one is the E-wrap, the bottom one is the flat stitch. You can tell the difference. The E-wrap is the bigger, the flat stitch is the smaller. So it's just a matter of opinion which one you like best. This one here is E-wrap. Matter of fact, I think all of these are E-wrapped. Yep. All of these are pretty much E-wrapped. I started doing a flat knit and I liked it a lot. Actually, you know what? No. I'm sorry, I take that back. This one is a flat knit. I lied. Anyway, this is a spool, so you'll need that. If you're doing the tiny ones, all you'll need is any size spool or any size of a loom, and you'll need 2 pegs. And you go back and forth, E-wrap or flat, doesn't matter, back and forth with 2 pegs to your desired length. I recommend 1 finger length Nothing more, nothing less. You really don't need anything more. If they stretch, these were finger length, but they stretch. So you get a little bit bigger. They don't need to be anything bigger than that. Trust me. So to start out, you're going to need to know the drawstring cast on method and U-stitch. If you don't know a U-stitch method, let me know. I will try to put on a video on it here, and I will try to show you guys a U-stitch on here. So anyway, a drawstring cast on method is fairly simple. You just go back and forth over the pegs, back and forth. Alternating pegs, like so. See that? Till you get back to your original peg. Then you go around again. Like so. And you knit off the ones that have the double pegs, like this one, this one. This one only has one, so you skip that one. So you'll knit off this one. Does that make sense? So then after you get done, each peg will have one, will all be knitted on, they'll all be cast on. And it will look like this. If you can see that. They will all be casted on. Following me so far? Good. Anyway, okay, moving on. We're going to be doing the U-stitch. So after you got them all casted on, you're just going to be doing the U-stitch back and forth or all the way around to your desired length. The U-stitch, pretty simple. Except if you're one-handed and you're trying to do a video. I've been doing this video all day. Still haven't got this down pat. So bear with me. I've already done this peg. I'm working on this peg here. I'm going to go around this peg, just like that. So this peg is already done. I'm going to go around this peg, and then you knit off. Hold on just a second. I seem to be missing my tool, but that's okay. We will make do. I have my son here. I'm going to have him hold this for me. Hi, can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
Right here. Perfect. Just kind of hold it tight.
Sorry.
You're perfectly fine.
How tight?
You're doing great.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't know you were videotaping.
I know, it's okay. Just like that. And that's the U-stitch method. And then you go to the next one and you go around.
Want to hold it again?
So hold on a second, I'm going to show them one more time. So you just wrap it around, grab it on the bottom, and pull up. Just like that. That is your U-stitch method. Thank you. My tool seems to be missing, but that's quite all right because you guys learned the U-stitch. And you just go to your desired length. Thank you, my love. And then when you've got when you're going down and you've hit your desired length, you can either do this beforehand or afterward. You take your drawstring, push it inside, take your little stem, push it inside to the desired length. So I'm thinking that looks about right. So see how much is sticking inside? So that's why you only need about a finger. And I would probably do a little less if I was honest. Maybe like a pinky worth, a little less. And then the next step, take your cast on, and you pull tight. Of course you have two hands, so you could do a lot easier than me. And that's going to hold on to your stem, and you just tie it off, double tie. That'll hold on to your stem, and you have your top of your pumpkin already done. And then once you've got your desired length, I have this one right here to show. I haven't put the stem in this one yet, but you're going to be doing the tweaked version of the flat drawstring cast off method that Lumahat's version is. It's a bit challenging for me to show you, specifically with my one hand. But I will put a video on it. She does it on she has little babies that she has, and that she does, and she has that video on her babies. She has the tweaked version on that. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a long strand of yarn, cut it, and then again, every other peg. So on this particular one, I've already done the first peg, but you're going to grab the yarn that's already on the peg, grab your working yarn, pull your working yarn under the yarn that is on the peg. I don't know if you can see that. So that is the peg, that is the yarn that is on the peg, and I pulled it under. So this is the working yarn right here. This is my working yarn. I pulled it underneath, and now I'm going to pull it up. And then I'm going to take the next peg, and I'm going to take the working yarn and pull it behind the next peg, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take the yarn that's already on the peg, and what I mean by that is the yarn that's already on the peg. So is the yarn that's already on the peg. So grab the yarn, Obviously, you could do this a little bit easier than I can show you. Take your working yarn, grab it, pull it up underneath, pull it up, take the net yarn, working yarn, behind the next peg, and keep going all the way around until you get to the very beginning. Make sure you have a long piece of yarn. When you get to the last peg, you're going to have an empty peg here, where this peg next to your original peg, you're going to want to go underneath. Redo this first peg. So go underneath the peg that's on the yarn, on the peg, the yarn that's on the peg. Pull it up. Take your working yarn and go again underneath, pull it up, and pull through so that everything is completed. And then you're going to cut off a completely separate piece of yarn, and you're going to measure the yarn the entire width of the loom. So take a piece of yarn, measure all the way around. I go a little bit further than that, and then I cut it off. I attach it to the knob. The pegs that we did, that we used the working yarn behind, we're going to actually pick those up now. So this single strand, we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. We're going to take the peg, the yarn that's on the peg, we're going to take this single strand of our working yarn now, and we're going to pull it up underneath and pull it up. So you see that? Pull it up. And just keep it in front and go all the way around. This one in particular, you don't have to go back and do the first peg, because this one already has that. You don't have to go to the second peg, excuse me. So you just go to the last one, and then you just take everything off the yarn. You don't have to do anything else, you just take it off the yarn. Once you take everything off the yarn, it looks like this. You have your stem. You have all these little strings. Then you take polyfill. Looks like this. You take your polyfill. You stuff it. For the sake of time, I'm not going to stuff it all the way. Takes me a little longer. Pardon me. Like I said, just have fun with these. You can make them in whatever color you want. I mean, if your tablescape is black, make them in black. Black and white, oh, that'd be kind of cool. You know, whatever you want, brown. Okay, and for the sake of time, again, I'm not going to fill them all the way up with polyfill, but as you can see, these are filled. So you want to stuff them pretty good. It's nice and stuffed. This one isn't that stuffed. You want to take all the strings, pull them tight. It's going to make a nice ending. It's going to make a nice flat bottom, and you're going to cut it. Once you tie them, you pull all of the strings nice and tight, and then you tie it. Just tie it in a knot. That's it. Simple. And you just cut the strings. You can either just cut them really small, like that, or you can cut them like this, and then you can just take crochet hook and just kind of neatly put them inside, just kind of dig them inside and make them nice and neat, kind of like what I did here, kind of like nice and pretty. I don't know if you can see that one, nice and neat. This one's nice and neat. So make them neat, make them nice. They just look really cool. They stand up nice and they just look nice. So I really, really hope that I have explained this well, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know if I can help anymore. Have a great day. Bye, guys.